All right, we have breaking news. Casey Anthony will have to return to Orlando to serve 1 year of supervised probation. That stems from that check fraud conviction a little over a year ago. So Judge Belvin Perry rules Casey Anthony has to go back to Orlando, and she has to report no later than noon, August 26th. That's 2 weeks from today. Want to bring back criminal defense attorney B.J. Bernstein. First off, your reaction. Be honest with you, I'm a little surprised that she's going back, but Judge Perry went judicial intent. That's what Stan Strickland wanted, and that's what Judge Perry's going with.
Yeah, he went by the letter of law, and he's got a 13-page opinion here, and he talks about in detail about how what was said at the hearing by Judge Strickland originally was really what was meant, that she was meant to be on probation after jail, and it was merely a clerical error here that caused any question about what should happen upon Casey's release.
Okay, so as you look at it, I'm not sure you've had it. I'm looking at it too here, trying to sift through some of this.
I've got it right here on the iPad.
Yeah, we're working to get through all the details, and we will, obviously. But right now, from what we know, and you look at this, did Cheney Mason, Jose Baez not do something for Casey Anthony along the line that set the table for her return?
Well, I mean, what happened here was, you know, when she was in front of Strickland before, Strickland was very, very, very clear that he was intending for her to get credit for the 419 days in jail, but that she would have to have a year's probation after she was released. Now, in the plea transcript, when that happened on the probation revocation, there was some discussion that it was going to be a little difficult because the trial was coming up and it had to be done within 5 years. But Judge Strickland said, I know all that, and I still want her to be on supervised probation even after that trial has occurred. So the Judge Perry, looked at the law in the state of Florida that says when you have a conflict of what's written on paper and what's said in open court, you go with what's said in open court.
Okay. Do you think this... I mean, I'll ask this, and I know legally it's tough to figure, but is this backlash to Casey Anthony? Because I think a lot of people think of that. It's like, you know what, you're found not guilty in the murder charge. Well, you're going to be got here. We're going to get you here.
Well, interestingly, the way the judge has it is, he actually goes after Baez in this opinion. In a very interesting subpart of the opinion, he talks about how Baez knew that this was a clerical error, that when you read the transcript, it was unequivocal what Judge Strickland said, which is she would serve the probation which was out of jail. And he literally said that Baez even making this an issue and making this an argument and not bringing up to the court this issue when she got out was a violation of the ethical standards, and he wrote out for Baez what Florida professionalism laws are and saying you should read this. So he actually came tough after Baez.
Wow. Well, and last week at the hearing, Judge Perry, I think it was asking Lizbeth Pryor, the other attorney, you know, basically saying, what's the defense's responsibility here? And you're laying out what he thought the answer should have been, that they should have, and I even used the term he did last week, an officer of the court should have reported this. The probation's ongoing. Somebody should have said this. BJ, I know you stick around for us. We'll